Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at browser performance on both of the phones. I'm going to use the stock internet browser, not Chrome, on the Galaxy S3, and just Safari on the iPhone 5. I just reset all the settings on the iPhone 5. Let's go ahead and go to the BBC site. So let's do the Google search first. iPhone 5, sorry, the Galaxy S3 actually came up pretty quick. Let's go on the page now. iPhone 5 there. Not a fair comparison because the Galaxy S3 went to the full site as opposed to the mobile site. Let's go check out another site actually. Let's go to the verge.com. So hopefully it goes to the mobile site on both of the phones. Yep, so both went to mobile. iPhone 5 actually very comparable. That was both came up with the app installation thing up top too. Let's click on it. Let's see. Let's just scroll through some of this. One thing I noticed is normally on the Verge's site, this navigation bar, it's kind of laggy. On the iPhone 5 it feels a lot more fluid than before. You might have noticed that the Galaxy S3 hiccuped a bit at the beginning, but let's go ahead and click on some of the links. Both are still loading. The Galaxy S3 was sort of weird. Half the screen was missing for a long time, but both seemed really comparable. Pinch to zoom performance. Sorry, it's the mobile site, so I actually won't even do it. But let's check out the zooming. Both phones do an amazing job of the zoom. Sorry, not the zooming, of scrolling. It's ridiculous. They're both in another league. These phones are in another league of their own. Let's check out another site. Let's just go to Engadget. Let's say. So both of these are going to be the Google search first. The iPhone 5 doesn't even use Google for some reason. For some reason, it's using my home ISP search thing, whereas Galaxy S3 is going to go straight to Google. Now let's check out Engadget. I think the iPhone 5 actually came up first there. Galaxy S that actually looked like the Galaxy S3. They're both really comparable. Now I'm gonna see if Chrome does any better. Let's go to Techno Buffalo. Okay, so they're going to be Google searches again. Galaxy S3 brought up a lot more stuff first. It's done. Still going. Both are ridiculously comparable. The scrolling, as you can see, the iPhone 5, like, I'm flicking my fingers, but it doesn't scroll as fast as the Galaxy S3. So on the Galaxy S3, you can get from the top of the page to the bottom a lot quicker. One last thing, another thing I actually want to look at is the navigation bars on both these phones. The Galaxy S3 just has a lot better navigation bar. It allows you to change all the different settings, whereas the iPhone 5 has widgets that I don't know how many people actually care about, and like some notifications when you get your text messages and stuff. Whereas with all of this, you can change your brightness and everything. So I don't know what Apple's doing with the notification bar, but I think their implementation of it is absolutely horrible, and they should honestly look at Android to see how they should further implement these things. Another thing I guess I could talk about is the keyboard on both of the phones. I actually have installed the Swift key keyboard on the Galaxy S3, which I found to be the best keyboard available. The iPhone keyboard is really comparable too. If you take a look, both are pretty much the exact same, except this offers you different words up top that you can pick, and it does predictive texting, so you technically only have to type one or two letters and you're good to go. And whereas the iPhone 5, the keyboard's the exact same old, nothing really changed. So there's that. Hey guys, just doing a comparison video between the Galaxy S3 and the iPhone 5. I'll give my updates on what I think of both the phones later. But for now, I honestly think, just from walking around, the Galaxy S3 is slightly less shaky. But both are definitely really good. Hey guys, just doing a comparison video between the Galaxy S3 and the iPhone 5. I'll give my updates on what I think of both the phones later. But for now, I honestly think, just from walking around, the Galaxy S3 is slightly less shaky. But both are definitely really good. Okay, so I'm gonna show a bunch of pictures. Every other picture is gonna be the iPhone 5 picture. So this is gonna be an iPhone 5 picture, and one immediately after is gonna be a Galaxy S3 picture, and so on. I'm just gonna briefly talk about what I think about both of phones. They're both really nice phones, and if you have the option to get either or, definitely do get them. They're better than anything that's available. The iPhone 5, it's an iOS phone, and the Galaxy S3 is an Android phone. So if you're really invested into one of the ecosystems, you probably want to stick with that. And for both, they're both great options. The iPhone 5 is definitely a lot thinner phone, and it's the size, it's not too bad. I honestly wish Apple made it a little bit wider, and it would have been pretty much perfect. In my opinion, the Galaxy S3 is slightly too big. I think a phone about 4.5 inches or less would be a good size. But a lot of people tend to be enjoying big phones these days, so what can you do? Both phones perform really well, even in terms of pictures and everything. You can see that, like, in some of these pictures, the Galaxy S3 does better, and then in other pictures, the iPhone 5 does better, and it's like really mixed results when it comes to pictures. Sometimes the iPhone 5 has the better pictures, sometimes Galaxy S3 has better pictures. At night, the Galaxy S3 definitely does not perform as well as the iPhone 5. Even with its night mode, I think the iPhone 5 outshines it. So here are going to be the night mode pictures. First, I'm going to show you a set of Galaxy S3 pictures. These are all from the Galaxy S3. I took them using the night mode. You can see they're pretty blurry. At night, the phone really has a hard time capturing the pictures, but it does a really good job in the morning. Sometimes the Galaxy S3 is better, sometimes the iPhone is better, but see, the pictures here are blurry, and I honestly think for night performance, Galaxy S3 is kind of a miss. Doesn't really do a good job, but what can you do? I mean, it has great morning pictures, so in like good lighting, it does a good job. Now, here are the iPhone 5 pictures. As you can see, compared to the previous pictures, like there's a lot more lighting happening in these pictures. It captures pictures a lot quicker than the Galaxy S3 as well. Even though it is grainier, it just shows more detail because it tends to capture light better. So for camera, honestly, I think both the phones are seriously on par. Like there's some areas that where they shine and other areas where they don't. Um, as for myself, I think for now I'm gonna stick with the Galaxy S3. I'm just really tired of iOS. I bought the iPhone 3G and then I bought the 4S, and for now, I'm gonna fool around with the Galaxy Nexus as well as the Galaxy S3. I actually prefer the Galaxy Nexus over the S3. You can check that out in my one of my other comparison videos I'm gonna do with the iPhone 5. Let me know in the comments what phone you plan on picking up and which phone you think is just better for everyday use. I've given you my opinion, but other people are obviously not gonna agree with me. Yeah, so please let me know what phone you're gonna buy, and if, like always, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching my videos, guys. I hope this helped you make your decision.